Alright, Anju, say something about your favorite video game.
I hate Apex Legends.
Alright, Hikaru, say something about your favorite video game.
I also hate Apex Legends.
That's not your favorite game.
No way.
That's not your favorite game. Hello and welcome guests to Sinister Sips, a dastardly debriefing where we spill the tea. We are the VTuber villain group Hysteria and we'll be your host this evening. Hello, my name is tempomaou. I'm a Demon Lord VTuber that specializes in competitive games, but I also like to play variety as well.
Hello, my name is Kuro. I'm a Apex Legends abandoner and a League of Legends enjoyer.
Hi guys, my name is Anju. I'm a Lion VTuber. I usually play FPS games.
Hello, I'm Mikaru. I stream a lot of IDV. I also play other games time to time.
Getting into our first segment, we're going to be talking about the highlight and lowlight of the week. So anything cool that has happened, anything you want to highlight and talk about, and also maybe something bad that happened throughout the week as well. So for my highlight, I'm actually really excited because I got the Pokemon collab Happy Meal. I got it day one, and I want to go back. But yeah, I went to McDonald's, and I was like, yo, and at the talking box, I was like, you got the Pokemon collab Happy Meal? And they're like, yeah. I was like, yo, let me get one of those. And I know for a fact that they have a sneaking suspicion that there's no kid to be having this meal. It was definitely all for me, and that is true. I plan to go back and just imagine how entitled this is. I've already thought about this scenario. So I'm going to go back to McDonald's, and I'm going to be like, can I get the Pokemon Happy Meal, but not the Charizard box? I already have that one. What do you think they're going to say?
Probably let you have it. I've done that before. Like,
yeah.
Well, when I was a kid, but
Yeah.
generally you have to ask for it though.
Yeah, I think it's also better if you go inside and do it like that way instead of at the drive-thru. Be like, yo, can I get the blue one or something? That might work, but I just thought that was like a really funny scenario. But in the Happy Meal, I mean, I got some pretty good cards. I didn't value check them or anything, but I'm always really excited when fast food restaurants do collabs with other brands. I always go back for the Pokemon one, so that was really exciting.
What
Wait,
is
so-
in it? Like,
Yeah.
Alright, so you get like a themed box instead of just like the red Happy Meal box with the smiley face on it. You get one that has like a Pokemon. The only one I've seen so far is Charizard, but I think there's a Blastoise one I saw on Twitter, but I could be capping. But inside, you just get like the normal Happy Meal stuff, whatever you order, either like burger or nuggies, fries or apple slices, and a drink. But you also get like this small box, and in the box there's a sticker sheet. It has like a bunch of Pokemon stickers. There's like a little, it's almost like an activity kit. There's a poster where you can put the stickers on and kind of like fill in the story, and then a pack of cards. And I think there were 5 cards, if I'm not mistaken, and you always get like one of the shiny ones in there too. It's like a promo holo card.
oh, so it's not like themed food or anything.
No.
It's just like, oh, that's kind of lame.
Yeah, I kind of wish they did like a Charizard like cheeseburger or something with like hot
Yeah,
sauce.
like Boros meat burgers.
Tauros
God.
meat burger.
Charizard nuggets.
Oh, Charizard nuggets would go hard. They're just like spicy nugs.
Yeah, they do that stuff in Japan all the time. Like when you go to the Final Fantasy Cafe and stuff like that, you get
Mhm.
like a Moogle shake or something, and
Mhm.
it looks like a Moogle on top of it. It's really delicious. But like if they just give you a pack of cards and like I don't know, it's a figurine that costs like 10 cents. I don't know.
I mean,
It feels a little cheap.
that's a good point in general. I think the West, especially the US, do like fast food collabs really poorly. I think whenever I
Yeah.
see something online about the collabs or pop-up shops or something in Japan, there's so much more effort, and there's so many cool like food items that are like, you can tell that it's a theme. And you could tell even just looking at the food item, like, oh yeah, that's like themed after that game or something. But in the US, they just kind of make a quick buck. And like they did that with the SpongeBob collab too recently. The Krabby Patty at Wendy's was like not themed at all. It was just a Dave single with some sauce on it.
No way. That's
Yeah.
a scam.
Yeah, it was a full scam.
Scam.
Yeah. The best thing they had was like a pineapple frosty or something like that. It was just kind of like, yeah, he lives in a pineapple under the sea, but that's really the most they put into it. No theming or anything. So it's kind of mid. And then
When you go next
yeah.
time, you should definitely say that your kid already has the Charizard one, so now you want to give him the blue one. Knowing full well it's Blastoise, just say it's the blue one so
Yeah.
they think that you're a parent.
Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Really
Good
saw
stuff.
it. Yeah, it should go in with like a fake like mustache, goatee, hunchback, cane, and everything. Really sell it.
I don't know if you can say a kid then. You have to say like your grandson. Or, like,
Yo, I skipped a generation, my bad. No, you're right. That would go so hard though. Let me get my old man voice out. Yeah, let me get a blue one from my grandkid. They're gonna be like,
I
alright,
don't know.
Pops, let's get you to bed.
I don't know what it's called, but that blue one.
Yeah, from the Pokemon's collab. And then for my low light of the week, y'all listen. I had to do it. So I went to the store, okay? I went down the soda aisle, as I do because I need my weekly refuel. And I went to look for Dr. Pepper, and there was no Dr. Pepper. A tragic tale.
No.
Yeah, a terrible day even.
It's blue.
Yeah, because Dr. Pepper is just the best, so everyone drinks it and it always sells out.
Okay.
What else are you gonna drink now? Water?
Nope. Listen, I
Can't you
had
just,
to do
like,
the
get it off
unthinkable.
Amazon?
No, they don't sell it on Amazon either. They only sell like Coke, Sprite, root beer. Like Dr.
They don't
Pepper's
sell
not on Amazon
Dr.
either.
Pepper on Amazon. I'm checking right now.
I checked last night. Go ahead. They do not ship to my area. There's no
They do
option
sell
for
Dr.
it.
Pepper.
No.
Oh,
No.
Oh, they
no.
just don't ship to your area? Where do you live? Like the boonies?
Yes.
Oh,
I think
no.
there's a shortage of Dr. Pepper in my area. There always is. I have a lot of people that watch the NFL, and that drink is the drink of the NFL. So I never have Dr. Pepper, actually. There's like a couple months where if I try to go to the store, it's sold out. Everything else is full. But no, I did the unthinkable, and I grabbed an off-brand. Have you ever
there's
heard of...
off-brand.
What the
Dr.
heck is
Pepper?
off-brand? Yeah.
It's like a cheap copy
Is it
that they
fake?
sell at a lower price.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever heard of Dr. Thunder?
No.
Yeah, I
what?
did. Nah, bruh. Who gave this guy a PhD? Dr. Thunder is so not him. I'm just saying. He needs to go back to
Isn't that
med
bad?
school. It's pretty bad.
You know-
It's pretty bad.
Would you be able to like recognize the difference between the two if like they just did one of those blind tests? Where
That's
they
such a
served
good
both of them?
question. That's the first thing that I told people when I like tried it for the first time is if you gave it to me blind, I would not be able to distinguish it from Dr. Pepper only because I would think you're giving me Dr. Pepper from a 2-liter and it's slightly watered down because that's what it tastes like. But they did a pretty
Oh.
good job emulating like the overall flavor of Dr. Pepper. It's just like a bit watered down and kind of mid.
Yeah, that's usually how cheap brands go, or like
Mhm.
cheap copies.
Mm-hmm. Hey, but a full case of soda is like $7.50 to $8 where I am, and the off brands are like 3 something. So you know what? I'll take it. I just need my fix. I don't care what it is. Do you think I'm addicted? Could be. Could be crippling.
Might be just a little.
A little tragic. But yeah, that's it for me. How's your week going, Kuro?
It's going all right. I wouldn't say I have any low light
That's good.
per se. 'Cause
Ooh.
nothing bad happened. But my highlight would probably be I've been playing a lot of ranked since the new season came out. There's like a new map, there's new champions and like new game mechanics. But I think my highlight would be that like I got 2 accounts back in Diamond.
Hmm.
So there's
That's
no
pretty
like
good.
I don't feel washed anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like an imposter. Yeah,
That's
that's
fair.
my highlight of the day.
You
Of the
started off
week.
talking about it as if you were hashtag sponsored. Like you're like, yo, there's all these new champions, there's these new mechanics, the new map. Stop trying to sell people League of Legends. Okay,
I wish
you're
I was
doing it
sponsored.
naturally.
Sponsor me.
Kuro's hashtag League of Legends ad.
Dude, it's so hard to get a sponsorship from League too.
Mm.
There's a lot of like the smaller groups that do like league based content sponsorships, like what was it called? There's one that that runs the mini tournaments or something. I did a sponsorship for them once before and it was pretty easy. I don't know if they actually do anything though.
Mm-hmm.
I have to think about it. I'll send it to you later.
Okay.
Yeah, but then you can get sponsored after that, and then we'll have like an actual sponsorship segment of our podcast. It's just Kuro talking about League of Legends. People will love it, I promise.
I'll make a Hope Court Hope Court trailer for for League of Legends. Yeah.
I saw that on Twitter and I was laughing my ass off. I thought that was the funniest thing I'd seen all week. You know what? Yeah, new addendum. I'm changing my highlight. My highlight of the week was watching that Hope Core video. That
I
was so
there
funny.
for that. I watched it live, dude.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, so was that an actual crash out or was it partially staged? I have to know.
It was basically it was I didn't even have time to think. Words just blurted out of my mouth.
That is amazing. I was like, who is this guy? This is not the Kuro that I know. God,
Same.
I would not want to be flamed by you. That was
The
scary.
context of that video was like 3 hours of watching him miss smite and like not using items and
Mhm.
I'm telling him to do A and then he's not doing A and half-assing B, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
But like, yeah, that was like the context is just three hours of torture before I crashed out. But yeah, I mean that was last week's. Maybe it can carry over, but that was my low light. Coaching
Okay.
Yozo.
There we go. There we
Jesus
go.
Christ.
Coaching
Oh my
was your
God.
low light.
No way, dude.
Listen, guys, make sure you book a coaching session with Kuro. Yeah, so you can end up on his low light the next week.
I promise I won't flame you if I'm
Sure.
coaching. I promise.
Coach me, I can press 1.
Okay.
I feel
Hashtag
like
that's my coach.
I've never seen you flame anyone but Yozo, but I have seen you flame Yozo before.
That is the most passionate I've ever heard Kuro.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. He's passionate about something. If it's League, that's okay.
For now. We'll have to work
For
on that.
now.
Yeah.
For now.
We'll work on that,
We're
Kuro.
working on it. We're working on it.
Honestly, like with all the new League stuff that's been coming out too, it's made me want to get back into it, but every time I try it, I'm like, there's so much. Like they got the Noxus stuff out, they got the like Arcane was super good. The new season is out, like the maps are changing. Mel just got introduced, and I'm still like, I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe I'm just waiting for something.
Mhm.
I feel
The
like I
game
would
is
really
great,
like
the
Mel
players
too.
aren't. Oh,
Yeah,
I think you
maybe
would.
that's it.
I think you would like Mel.
Was she cringe?
She's really cringe. She's very control magey.
I guess my highlight of the week would be hitting Diamond 3 in Marvel Rivals. I think I'm a little late to
Ooh.
the party, but yeah,
Ooh.
we're getting there. Trying to catch up with the rest.
Mm.
And I guess I haven't been playing as much Marvel as I should, to be honest. I haven't been grinding really hard. I wish I did, though. But yeah, and low light, I've been trying to set up this like hardcore challenge Parallel World server,
Mm.
but it's being an absolute pain in the ass. Like, I'm not gonna lie, getting things to work, especially when you're not hosting the server yourself, but like you're paying for a dedicated server. For some reason, you cannot have a fully randomized server because I don't know, something about the seed generating as soon as the world is spawned. Blah, 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 I don't know. It got really complicated. So yeah, I've been trying to figure that out, and it's been eating away a lot of my time.
Like, what happened to video games just being start game, invite friend, boom, 2 steps,
Yeah,
easy.
easy.
What happened to that?
Why don't we just land everything? Just
For
bring your
real.
controller.
True.
Yeah, that's where Unk Mao and Unk Hikaru goes back in my day.
Back in my day, we needed a cord to link our Game Boys together.
We did.
Okay, dude.
I was
We
part of
did.
that time too.
Yep. On the Game Boy Advance, the link cable goes hard. I literally talked about the link cable for the first time in years, like a couple weeks ago, and someone literally said, "Okay, Grandpa," and then left the chat.
Wait, that's so cooked.
Actually, I'm like a few years older than Kuro. Shouldn't you have like the Game Boy Advances where they had like that? It's kind of like a small Wi-Fi thing. I remember you used to be able to like tap them together rather than have to plug them into each other. Am
No,
I
I
ki-
remember like having the handhelds and then just like having to
Might be
use like a
fever dream of
trade
mine.
cable. Yeah.
I think that the first one that had like Wi-Fi stuff was the DS. No.
Yeah, I think it was the DS.
Oh, okay, maybe I'm capping.
I think Hikaru might have found some kind of like bootleg antenna from Radio Shack or someone's garage sale and was able to like do wireless communication with the Game Boy Advance, like SP,
I
like the
just had
flip
to
phone
plug
ones.
it in with my Game Shark.
See, this guy got some bootleg technology we don't know about. That's what that
Did you guys
is.
ever have to use Hamachi for playing games?
Oh
with
my
friends?
god, yes.
Yeah,
It was so bad.
I got my
Dude.
first STD from Hamachi.
Oh my gosh, I remember I saw like a Twitter post on my
Mm-hmm.
page like before and somebody said like back in my day
Mhm.
we used to use Hamachi
Mhm.
to make a Minecraft server and that just gave
Yeah.
me like the biggest
Yeah.
flashback and throwback ever.
Yep. That's why I hate Hamachi, and that's why I hate Minecraft, because I got my first computer virus from that. It was a money pack virus, it was called. It locked me out of my laptop, and I had to
Oh,
like
shit.
No.
yeah, I had to start it in like admin, or like I had to open its BIOS or something, install like some kind of malware bytes, like anti-hack software in order to get it off, because as soon as I turned on my computer and it like booted normally, it would just kick me out, and it was like fully locked, and it played like these really loud like sirens, like sound effect through the speakers at max volume. It was terrible, and it's all because of Hamachi. I tried to connect it and like do a Minecraft world with my friends, and my friend was like, I guess, a porn addict and got like 10 billion viruses, and they all got sent to my computer through Hamachi. So that's why I call it the STD.
That's so funny.
Yep. Bastard. My only virus I've ever had.
Yeah, I remember having to use Hamachi to play like
Mhm.
Warcraft 3 with my friends
Mm-hmm.
or Minecraft. That's when I used it. I'm surprised I'm surprised you don't know about Hamachi. Thought you would.
I might. Hold on, let me look it up.
It's like the one with like 3 dots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
It even looks like an STD.
I don't think so.
That's just Bard.
Wait, what?
My bad. I just made another league reference.
There was
the
another
heck?
one.
That's
you
insane.
might, do you
idea.
know Tungle? If you don't know Hamachi, you might know Tungle.
What the hell is a Tungle? I don't want to know about Tungle.
I
That sounds freaky.
What is it though? Like, is it downloading like a?
It's like a I don't know how to explain it. It's a peer-to-peer thing. Pretty annoying to set up and pretty annoying to get rid of as well.
Oh, you mean like? Is it like LimeWire?
I don't think I've ever used LimeWire for games.
No, I don't think I have. I don't know. I was kind of a loner when I was a kid, anyways. I didn't have anyone to play with.
Oh.
Oh,
Why do we just open a tragic backstory?
First like MMO, if you guys have played any.
Wizard
That's probably
101.
Wow. Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
Damn.
I got into PC
bad.
pretty late because like my home PC was dog. So I had to go over to like someone else's house to play. So it's whatever they had. But like because of that, I missed out on World of Warcraft. I missed out on RuneScape, and I went straight to Wizard 101 in League of Legends, like late 2009, early 2010, somewhere in there. Yeah, is when I finally got like a playable PC. And by then, all the cool stuff I had already missed.
The first game I played was RuneScape, I guess
Mhm.
MMO wise.
Mm-hmm. So
I
popular.
played a
feel like
Chinese knockoff Pokemon game.
Wait, what?
What the
It's called
Why?
51 Seer or something.
What?
Called.
All
Yeah,
right.
it was
51.
crazy.
No, I'm going back in time and restricting Kuro's internet access. Like
Nah.
these are just appalling.
Dude, it was freaking banger. They had like
There were some
whole
banger games like
stories
that,
and
yeah.
things like that. There was like
Sure.
stories and like it was like super it was like a oh yeah, it was just like Pokemon, and then like you go to different like planets to catch Pokemon.
You're gonna tell me that was a good
Eh,
game.
Yeah,
Chinese
there was like
bootleg
a,
Sounds
Pokemon.
fun.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude, it was
it does.
crazy.
Fun.
Okay, and what was the first PvP game you guys got into? I guess. Where you were like, damn, I want to get good at this and beat other people.
Probably Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne.
Really?
Yeah.
What was
Oh,
your APM,
that-
buddy?
My APM. Well, no, okay. I played Dota.
Oh, okay.
Dota 1. The original Dota.
Mm-hmm.
Defense. What was it? Defense of the tower.
Yeah, I-
No.
Defense of the Ancients, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't used to like I didn't really count my APM in that game, but I did play StarCraft 2, which APM did matter. I think it was
Yeah.
I was a little over 100, like 120, 140, something like that.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
What about you
I was
guys?
picked 20.
Probably Minecraft.
PvP.
There's PvP in Minecraft.
Yeah, there is. Dude, you gotta
Yeah.
be crazy at
That was the
clicking.
first.
Dude, yeah, I mean, there wasn't really other PvP games. Maybe
Dude.
Newgrounds Rumble, I don't know, but like, Minecraft was probably like the one that like made me want to get better.
Yeah.
There were like dedicated servers to do PvP and like team
Did you cheat or did you
deathmatches.
actually like?
Well,
you know,
I got caught
develop your skills?
cheating. I got caught
Oh,
cheating.
no.
Dude, Notice
Wait,
was
no.
crazy. Turn force field on and you just kill everybody, especially in like those like Minecraft survival Hunger Games.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hated that. My first Minecraft experience was Minecraft Hunger Games. I hated that. It was so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because I
mean,
didn't know what I was doing.
I guess if you get thrown into any like battle royale game without knowing what the fuck is going on, it's pretty horrible, no?
Oh, yeah.
Yup.
What about you, Mao?
Console era. So like, I played Halo Reach. I played in MLG
Damn.
tournaments, and then for Black Ops 2, I actually played collegiate as well, illegally. I was
Wow.
on someone's collegiate team. Same with League actually. Later on, I don't know why I have the trend of like being someone's like sub or stand-in, but for collegiate, and they never checked if I actually went to that college. So I was like signed up for teams and I played for a college team, but they never checked. I did like I did 3 tournaments with the Black Ops 2 boys. So yeah,
Did your
that was
teammates
before.
know?
Yeah, they all knew. It was just like the tournament hosts, I guess, or organizers just did not care or did not check.
That's so hard to imagine. It's just like you have voice comms and you have like how many people are in the team in Black Ops?
Oh, we had 8.
Oh, you just have like seven college kids, and then you just have Mao.
Listen, I wasn't a squeaker. I was like 17.
I was gonna say it's like 7 guys and a squeaker.
No, I was not a squeaker.
Running the lobby.
No, I wasn't 13. Oh my god. I was a squeaker on Call of Duty Zombies, though. I did get called out a couple times. I had the ray gun, dude. I was literally that meme, like, pick me up, guys, I have the ray gun. That was actually me. But I did, like, console competitive stuff first. Again, mainly because my PC was just so bad. It was so old. But I had an Xbox 360 and I had a working Wi-Fi connection, so that's where I went competitive first before transitioning to PC stuff. Which, again, was League first, unfortunately. That started my 9 or 10 year long addiction.
I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
He's reformed.
I
He's
am.
reformed, yeah.
I'm fully reformed. Yeah, I'm 5 years sober.
Wait,
it's-
so
if I check your
you haven't touched
profile right
League?
now.
Yeah. In 6 years, you haven't played a single game?
I've played like the random. What was that arena mode? Like I played casually, and like I'd whip an ARAM like once every couple months with some friends, but I have not really played the Rift, you know, and I definitely have not played ranked or cared about
What about
ranked.
TFT?
No. TFT I also retired from after set 3. Like I definitely played it
Oh, okay.
on and off. The most I played recently, I think it was 2 years ago now. It might have been a year and a half actually, where the set was just around the regions of Runeterra. So there was like just Noxus, just Demacia, just Shurima, and like Azir was a 4-cost carry. I remember playing like Azir Lux. That was the last time I played TFT, and I played a good amount of ranked on that too, yeah. With some homies. It was more of like a casual social experience. So I haven't really like played League or TFT like super competitively for like 4 or 5 years each.
Okay. It's been a while then.
Yeah, fully sober. I'm excited. Hey, life hasn't been
Happy
better.
for you.
Yep. I'm telling you. Once you're out of the addiction, like everything just feels so much better. Like get me off the Rift. Kuro, you're next.
He just
No.
got back into it.
No, I like
See.
where I am.
Yeah, there's denial. There it is.
I'm happy here crashes out.
Yeah. I'm happy here. Crashes out on the person that he's coaching.
Not gonna lie, before I started grinding rank this season, I had like the perfect sleep schedule, and now it's like yesterday I woke up at 5 p.m.
Dude, what is your sleep
That's
schedule?
true.
that's
You were
really
doing
good.
so well. What happened to you?
League of Legends happened. Didn't you hear him? He knows.
Yeah, but like
He-
I don't know.
He has denial and acceptance. We just need a few others. We need him to stop.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Every
Wait, Kuro, do
single
you play
time we
TFT?
do this, it's a intervention.
Barely.
See,
When I tell myself to quit League, I play TFT.
Oh,
that's crazy.
stop. Riot has you. That client, you just need to uninstall the whole thing.
No, I can't.
What about Valorant?
What else
Do
am
you
I
play
gonna
Valorant?
do? Hell no, I hate that game.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not completely lost to Riot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's valid.
What you gotta do? You play TFT?
No, I don't.
Valorant?
Yeah, I played a little bit. I got to dive in, then I quit, like right when it came out.
Oh, so you can aim? What the fuck?
No,
He's
that's
been
different.
aiming.
No, it's different. Valorant's
No,
different.
You just have to aim.
No, but it's different in Valorant. Like you don't
Okay,
move very fast.
So
in
here,
Valorant.
we can figure it out really fast. Do you know the comms for the maps?
Which maps?
Just give me any comms. Like, I don't know, Haven.
Haven? A, B, and C.
Okay, you just got to diamond
Okay, that
aiming.
doesn't count.
You don't know any comms or any strats. You just got to diamond aiming. That's what I'm saying. Oh
No,
god. Okay.
what are you asking for? I don't
Oh,
understand.
like cat, a cat or whatever.
Oh
Yeah,
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 okay,
yeah,
like
yeah.
A main or like I know the callouts there.
I mean, every fucking map has a main, bro.
This guy.
Okay, who did you play?
I was a Killjoy one trick.
Okay, you're stinky. Never mind. Did you know lineups with your like little mollies and stuff?
I did. Do I know how to aim? No, but I do know. I do know how to cheese the game.
Oh, you're that guy like plants the bomb and runs away into his like little lineup corner and doesn't help the team.
Oh yeah, that's
You're
me.
stinky. You're actually stinky.
He
I'm
is.
just not that good. I don't know.
Have you guys been playing Marvel? Do all of us play Marvel Rivals or?
I think Mao's
Nah.
been. No, Mao's been having issues. Just me and you, kind of.
Oh.
I'm surprised Kuro doesn't like it as much. No,
He's
he's
on
on
the
his
think
league
it's like-
grind. Never mind.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
on
I'm on the other grind.
Yeah, there's only room
It's
for
not-
one.
What have you been
Takes
grinding,
too
Mo?
long.
Have you been grinding anything?
ZZZ and Lore and Pokemon Pocket. Those are like my trio.
Oh, sorry.
Did you get Miyabi?
Yes. She came home really easy actually in like 20 pulls. Same with
I
her
lost my
weapon.
50-50.
Ah.
Yeah. And I had to go to like almost pity again. And then I quit the
no.
game. I got her and I never
Got her and
opened
then
the
alt
game
forward.
again after that.
Yeah, that's valid.
Ugh.
Wait,
When
I
did you
like that
say,
character.
Miyabi, yeah, she's really nice. She's really strong too.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still doing the Project L stuff?
Yeah, so they're doing another update in March. And I don't know if it's going to be a playable update or not. They said that they're going to work on development for like 4, 5, 6 months and then show us what they're got, cooking. I hope it's another playtest. Anyone who got in during the first alpha is also guaranteed into the next one, I'm pretty sure. Is how it works. So, hopefully. Yeah, I don't know if they're just going to show us like a trailer and like 3 new characters or if it's going to be playable. But that's slated for March, is the last that I heard of it.
The only thing that
Okay.
I've seen from Project L is that Echo is busted.
Oh yeah, he was so cool. That's who I mained in the first alpha.
Can't you do like infinites with Echo?
Yeah, someone did cook 1 or 2. I think there was an infinite for Ari as well, but they took that out and they're also scaling back the damage. Apparently the first alpha was played on like 80% extra damage or something like that to make the games faster and like get people in and out. So everyone was like turbo busted and doing way too much damage, but the game's gonna be a lot slower pace.
What would you say is like the most fun to watch as a spectator, like in terms of fighting games?
Of all fighting games or like
Yes,
of a
of all fighting
character?
games. Like if you're
Oh.
watching, I don't know, Evo, what's the thing that you would like? Okay, I can only watch one game. Which one would it be?
Probably Tekken.
So fucking fair. Yes, dude. Yes.
Whatever Tekken game. Like Tekken 8 is so stylish. Everything about it is such a good spectator sport, and it's pretty good to play too. It's like really fast. Sick
I would have
combos.
said before, before I probably would have said Smash because I thought Smash was really cool to watch, but I don't know. Lately, it's been just
Mhm.
So I would definitely say Taken as well. It's
Hey,
really nice
maybe-
to watch.
Maybe new Smash soon with the Switch 2 being like announced.
Do you
Essentially,
think they're gonna release a new Smash?
they have to because it prints money. Nintendo's gonna do it even without Sakurai. I don't care if you're
That's
tired.
crazy.
Of course they're gonna push it. Super Smash Brothers is one of the biggest cash cows that they have.
That is true.
They're 100% gonna do it at some point.
I didn't know you played fighting games, Andrew.
Yeah, I do. I really enjoy fighting games.
Wow, there you go. You got your Project L partner.
That's right. Got my dedicated duo. We're going to climb to the top rank together.
Ping is gonna.
I
fuck
thought
us
I
all
had
over.
to do it. And I'm like, I don't know shit about fighting games.
It's fine. It's rollback. We'll be okay with the ping.
Hell yeah! It's really like hard to pick up a first fighting game, but once you get into it, it's I don't know. It's really fun. You spend a million hours just trying to get your little combos down, and then you realize that the most important thing is actually your openers and your footsies instead of just actually knowing a full string of things that you're probably never gonna get through.
Hard agree.
So yeah, just find a character you like and get into it. That's basically it.
I tried that. I think Mao tried to teach me DM of Duel for a while, and now it's like, this is too hard. All the inputs are super like how do I put my hands on the keyboard was already such a like what the heck am I doing here?
Mhm.
Okay, I don't know if keyboard is the way. I mean, could you plug in a controller maybe? I think some games are better with controller. Some of them. I wouldn't say all of them. So yeah, I've played a decent amount of fighting games. Am I
Alright.
good at them? I would say I'm mid.
It don't matter. So here's what's gonna happen, Anju. I'm gonna hook you up with the next like alpha or beta code, whatever they're gonna call it, and then we're gonna duo to the highest rank. All right, Hikaru, how's your week been?
It's been pretty good. Highlight of the week. My Twitch is going really well.
Mhm.
That's a pretty good highlight. The TikTok ban kind of fell apart. It's back now for at least 90 days, so I guess that's my highlight. TikTok came back.
Let's
I kind
go.
of hate it, but I love I love the community on it, and I love interacting with people. But the type of community that it fosters is like so different. Not that I don't like it. It's just that like it's like the Wild West out there.
Sure.
It's too much for me sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's the audience. Like the
Mhm.
audience is a lot younger.
Mhm.
They're a lot more like demanding
Mm.
of you. So usually like if you're in a game or like if you want their attention, like the people who scroll through TikTok are the people who are like if you don't entertain them in like 2 seconds, they're gonna scroll past you.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just what they are used to. And they're also like generally a lot more rude sometimes because you get a lot of people,
Mhm.
like a lot of different kinds of people. You always get the oh my god, is this a DVD knockoff kind of thing when I'm playing IDV. I'm like, no, you can just ask what game it is. I'm not gonna be offended. But it's okay. Like I'm glad it's back. No, I finally hit 50K followers on it.
Congratulations.
Huge.
Thank you, thank you. It's
Yeah.
that would be really stupid if I was like, oh, I did all that work and now it's going away for a stupid trivial reason.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm glad it got to stay. Low light, I'd probably say I don't know. Marvel Rivals itself is like kind of a low light to me lately.
Okay, that's
It's-
crazy, dude. What the fuck?
Hit
Yeah,
us.
I know your highlights. getting to
Explain.
Okay, so I'm GM30 right now,
Mhm.
and my God, like the amount of people who think they're it's like for anyone who plays League and understands this, it's the like
I
Plat
understand
1.
now.
It's the old Plat 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but
Like,
I don't think. Okay, but the way you're saying it is like the game itself is the problem, but it's not. It's actually the people that think they are entitled to having their opinion be like what's right just because they hit a certain rank when actually they're just talking shit. Like they don't know what the
It's-
fuck they're saying, and it's so annoying.
Everybody.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
everybody thinks they're
though.
like top shit.
It's so obnoxious. Like I don't know. Okay, it's the people in Marvel Rivals. Yeah, the game itself is very fun with games, but like, my goodness,
Mhm.
I had like a bunch of bad interactions like in a row lately that made me. Ugh.
Would you say that that is related to the fact that everyone wants to be like, I don't know, their favorite streamer in a sense, or like the top one guy that plays the character, so they think, I don't know,
That's
they
how
have
they
to.
should play like that. No, they're just like,
Yeah, but they're
oh,
not him. That's a problem. They're not that guy. That's why it's
Yeah.
annoying.
like, oh, I don't play. You're not playing a meta character. I guess I'm gonna throw too, and then I don't know. That's just like they gotta have some kind of voice moderation because, my goodness, the things.
I mean, that's
people
a problem
say.
in every game, no? I don't think it's like exclusive to Marvel Rivals. I think every game that has like a competitive ladder is infested with those types of people.
Oh, they sure are. You can just leave it off and like for IDV, yeah, we just use pings
Mhm.
and it's generally fine.
I'm sure you've
think-
had like bad people in IDV as well, for sure.
Yeah,
100%. There's no way.
They do, but they never like say it out loud because they record your voice and then they. Do they do that here? Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. That's a pretty low light though. Or my low light should have just been, oh, TikTok got banned, and then 2 days later my highlight came back. That's probably fine.
The duality.
How do you guys deal with toxic people in games? I'm curious how everyone reacts to them.
If
If
it's on
they're better
stream,
than
I'll
me,
definitely
I don't
know.
say shit. But if they're worse than me, I flame the fuck out of them.
I love that. Nah, I just don't engage. Especially if I'm on stream, I don't engage. Like, no one wants to see it. Unless you're someone who... Like, if you're known for it, I get it. Because, like, watching Tyler1 crash out on people is, like, definitely fun for someone. But if I were to do that, I feel like everyone's just like, oh, I didn't see that one
They get
coming."
scared, like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You've seen me. I fight everyone that has a fucking weird opinion in Marvel Rivals.
I don't think I've seen you crash out yet.
No, I don't crash
Wait.
out on people, but I do like talk between quotations with them.
Mm.
I do engage with them.
Oh, that's true. I think the only person I haven't seen crash out then, like, or like argue or get mad at someone is probably Mao.
Mm.
Do you crash out at people, Mo?
Not really. If like even back when I was playing League, like full time, like 10 ranked games a day, I would either like type in chat only to talk about the game itself, like why their decision was bad, why my decision was correct, like just like objectively, like talk about the game, and I don't mind doing that. Or if they were just like full on unnegotiable and unreasonable, then mute. Because like I value winning more than typing. So I would try to win, but I would type some like heinous stuff in post game chat. That's true. I would do that. I would do that.
I was
when
about
the
to say
game's
you're
done.
a better person than me until you said that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think that if they're doing a play and they keep doing it, then they don't really deserve to win. So I might as well lose because they don't deserve to win.
League mentality.
That is crazy.
That's League mentality for sure.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Kuro is the Batman of League lobbies.
Yes.
Like, I don't care if I lose because you don't deserve to win.
Dang.
It protects
Dude.
my mental.
Fair enough.
Do
You know
do
what?
it on stream? Or is it just something that you do off stream?
That's what I say. Like I'll tell my chat like while the game is happening and we're losing, it's like, guys, it's okay to lose. Like this top laner isn't doing anything, so he's just like waiting to get carried. So you might as well just lose. I'm okay with losing this. I'll
it's
still play the
Not like you
game.
actively try to lose. Yeah.
No, I'll still try to win, but if we lose, then I accept it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way to protect your mental. Like you're just saying that the game is lost.
Yeah, and it's on the top guy.
But would you say that it affects the way you play, or no?
No, it wouldn't.
At least for FPS games, sometimes when I feel like the game is lost, instead of like playing as I would when I think we can win, I just like kind of run it down and take all my ones.
Mm-hmm.
And that might make it harder for us to win instead of like, because in my head we already lost or whatever. I might as well just go out and frag out,
Yeah.
What about you, Hikaru? I know the answer
Whoever,
to this,
like-
by the way, so
Do you?
yeah, I do.
Wait, no, I said it already. I just don't engage.
No, but I mean like when you feel like the game is like hopeless between quotations.
Oh yeah, I give up. I give up. Real fast.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
yeah.
does. He does.
Oh, how do you know that?
I love how Kuro
like,
like doubled
yeah,
down, tripled down
we're
shouts.
We're not gonna win this game. Nobody's giving me resources. My kill got stolen. Like, we can't play through this game.
Like, what are we supposed to do though? Like, I just don't know what to do. Everyone's like actively griefing, dude. Okay, it did happen, but to be fair, I think I was right. I think what else am I supposed to do? Like, hey guys, we tried our best. No, I need to protect my mental too.
That's so real. That's so real. That's so real.
I've never known anyone to like just try their best to the end
Me.
while someone's like actively griefing them.
No,
Okay, that's true. That's true.
If someone's actively griefing you, then fuck it, right?
Yeah.
End the game as soon as possible. But like,
Mhm. That's a go
if they're
next.
just like dog water,
I still play through it.
yeah, I'll complain the entire time,
Mhm.
but I'll still play through it.
Yeah. Because like you're guaranteed to get that every once in a while.
Yeah.
And sometimes,
Oh.
every once in a while, you become the dog water player. So wouldn't you
That is
want
true.
your teammates to play through and try to carry you through it? It's all about mentality. Because I'd rather have a dog water player that's being positive than someone who's like playing well but being toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
hard to be
never.
toxic towards someone. That's why I like trying to stay positive, because at some point you feel like an asshole.
Yeah.
I feel like, but that's the problem. Like, when I play like shit, people flame the shit out of me. So why should I not flame the shit out of someone that's playing bad when they're playing bad? Like,
The cycle continues.
yeah, the cycle just continues. I was about to say, how do you guys feel about people that even when they're like, higher than average rank, let's say plat, because it's like I don't know, the perfect middle point in my opinion for this,
Mhm.
that say they're stuck there because of their teammates, and they have like 400 games or something in that same rank.
That's where they deserve to be. I mean, that's pretty obvious.
I think they're delusional.
Yeah,
I
obviously.
think they're delusional too.
Yeah, you should be able to play through. Like, in order to climb, you have to play at like 2 or 3 ranks higher than you currently are to climb. That's just kind of like by nature of it. And if you don't perform at that level, then you don't deserve to climb. So you deserve to be there regardless of teammates. You have to play better than where you are in order to consistently climb in any rank game.
Yeah, sometimes like just playing the games isn't enough. You have to actually learn
Minimize mistakes at the
more
very
than what
least.
you know at
Yeah.
the moment, because that's what's keeping you there.
Yeah.
I've never learned a day in my life.
So what would you guys like? What would your advice be for people like that?
Watch people who are better than you,
Oh, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Like just
Yeah.
and
Like,
actually
if I-
listen to the advice that they specifically point out. Not throwing any shade, by the way. I'm just saying in general.
In other words, you guys gotta press 1. Please press 1.
If you have an active item, be sure to use it.
Would you say that mechanics is more important than knowledge, or knowledge is more important than mechanics?
I think it
kinda
depends on the
50-50.
game.
Yeah, it's 50-50, I'd say.
I think for League, actually, I think knowledge is more important than mechanics.
I think knowledge is more important too. I would say, yeah, actually, knowledge is probably more important than mechanics.
Yeah, if you know like macro, like the game is fundamentally different compared
Yeah.
to only knowing micro.
Like, good example, the Valorant stuff. Like, I got the diamond pretty easily without having to aim because I had like knowledge of what to do, or like I understood how to play the game. I didn't necessarily have to aim or anything. You just line something up. That I wouldn't call that a mechanic though.
Knowledge is knowledge. I think line for knowledge.
Yeah, I would say knowledge is more important then.
But if you have no mechanics at all, that's an issue.
Yeah, you can't have no mechanics. You have to be a bot. Like, I don't know.
So the thing I wanted to say about like the difference between knowledge and micro and mechanics and things like that, yeah, is I think climbing in video games is learning. I think how hard you climb and how fast you climb scales with your ability to learn. So by definition and by default, that would make everything like knowledge based, in my opinion. I think the mechanics are something that you learn and that you put in the background. Like sometimes it's just muscle memory, but your ability to implement mechanics based on what you think or what you should do is how you fundamentally climb. So even when it's like mechanics are on the table, it's still basically talking about the macro of it, like when you should do it. I think learning definitely is like a huge part. That's why we do recommend watching like streamers or someone that's like really good at a specific thing, because even like if you main top, right, and you're watching an ADC, there's still some transferable skills, and there's definitely something you can still take away. And I think that's what's really important, is to find something, any kind of content that gives you a takeaway.
Yeah, I can agree to that. And while you were saying that, it also made me like think about how at some point I feel like the knowledge that you have for a certain type of game also allows you to like explore other games within that genre and actually be able to pick the game up faster, if that makes sense. Like I'm pretty sure I don't know, if you're really good at League of Legends, you're not gonna suck ass at Dota. Like maybe it'll take you a little bit to get used to it, but you know what you have to look out for, the things that you have to learn in order to like actually succeed. That also applies for like FPS games, depending on the type of FPS games you're playing, right? Like, yeah, I think it's pretty evident when you get someone to try out a new game. Depending on how fast they're able to pick up the game, you can be like, okay, this guy has played something like this before.
And moving on to the next topic, we're going to talk about video game movie takes. Are they good? Are they bad? Should Hollywood stop producing them entirely? What do you guys think? Because I know the recent Sonic 3 movie has really shaken things up. It, like, introduced itself into the theaters with like an 80-some% on Rotten Tomatoes, maybe even 90. I forget the statistic, but apparently it's the best video game movie we have. And I watched it and I thought it was very good. But is that worth letting more video game movies come out? I know like the Mario movie was pretty solid, but there's also been quite a few blunders. And should we avoid live action? Because I think we should. What do you guys think?
In my case, I would say like, yeah, Sonic has done really well, but I I don't think it's always been the case for like movie people making movies on video games. Like for example, I used to love Resident Evil. Resident Evil was one of my favorite fucking franchises. I used to love the games, playing them, and then I watched the movies.
Okay.
They were absolutely dog water. I was like, what is this? This is nothing like what I expected.
Mhm.
So if we keep the trend of staying what's the word that I'm looking for here? Like true, I guess,
Yep.
to the formula of the game, then yes, by all means keep making movies. But if you're gonna like just keep the characters and the setting and then just switch it up so it's like, I don't know, more commercial, then no.
Mm-hmm. On the flip side, they did Five Nights at Freddy's really well. There was like a love letter to the community. There's a lot of like references. There's like YouTubers, things like that. I heard Markiplier is going to appear in the second one. So that's like an example of that kind of thing done right too. So it's really interesting how there is like some really bad cases and there's actually some really good ones too. But like you said, I think recency matters a lot. I feel like the past couple years, maybe like past 4 or 5, there have been better video game movies, whereas it was basically like the genre that shall not be named prior to that, because anyone who tried to make a video game movie in the 2010s like failed and it was like terrible. Like the World of Warcraft movie, I remember watching that in theaters.
My god.
Terrible.
Jesus.
Terrible, like borderline unwatchable. So to see like the evolution, at least the quality is going up, but how much of it can also be considered like a cash grab? So transitioning a little bit to an upcoming one, the Minecraft movie in April, is the quality going to be there? Because the trailers look kind of suspect in my opinion. I don't think the movie looks great, but they're just catering to kids and going to make bank off of it, aren't they? Isn't that like the goal, you think?
Yeah, I would say that that's the goal in a sense.
I don't know if they want to even push like a quality product, because like it looks so bad to me. Maybe they just picked the worst possible scenes to show in trailers, and movies do this sometimes, but I'm not really sold on it. I'm a little worried about the Minecraft movie, but I think I'm gonna watch it for the meme, which means they won. They got me. So like I don't know. There's also that aspect. Make it so bad and so weird that people will come to watch for the meme. Unlike Morbius. Did you hear what happened to Morbius, by the way? They re-released it in theaters because of the meme, and then it flopped even harder the second time.
Oh my god. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. So funny. It did worse. They lost more money re-releasing Morbius.
I'm trying to think of other like games that got turned into movies.
There's Uncharted, there's Tomb Raider, Borderlands.
Oh, I didn't hear good things
Oh,
about them.
Borderlands, you're right.
I didn't watch any of those.
We could also open it up to like series as well. So like Netflix series, there was Fallout, right? And then there's also
Yeah.
Arcane. Now those are like night and day. I did not hear very good things about Fallout, but I heard very good things about Arcane, obviously.
Yeah,
We've all
Arcane did
watched
really
it.
well.
Yeah, so
I
that's
heard-
also interesting.
I heard good things about Fallout.
Really?
Is that wrong?
I heard like pretty
Mm.
I heard pretty bad things about it.
I've heard both sides. I've
Yeah.
heard like good things and bad things.
Yeah, it's probably mixed
Honest-
reviews. I think that one's probably a mixed bag.
And I feel like Arcane is just so like different.
Mhm.
Like I don't know. It doesn't feel like it. Didn't they like retcon a ton of lore just to make it fit within the thing? Like they made the movie before they made the. It feels like they
They-
made the movie before they like shoved all
They
the lore back into the game.
They started the production of Arcane really early on, so that's why it feels like that. But that also makes it feel like a standalone story rather than a video game series, like turned
Yeah,
into
it wasn't
a Netflix
meant
or
to
a movie.
be part of the League universe.
No.
It was supposed to be like completely separate from what's happening in the game, but because it was so popular and through like popular fan like want, I guess they actually retconned what existed, and now everything starting from Arcane is
The new canon.
canon.
Yeah.
The new canon.
So that you would guys say that like that's the series actively influencing the game rather
Yeah.
than the game influencing like
Think-
whatever's put out.
hmm
Yeah, I think like Arcane is one of the more different ones.
Mhm.
I don't know. That's just my opinion.
No, that's true. And that's like a really good take because it just shows like the different ways and like the different like perspectives people have of video game movies or video game series. Like there's like Arcane's really good, really different, and then you have things that kind of like follow the same formula as the game, and then it's not very good, obviously.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
was about to say that because as you guys are saying, Arcane doesn't necessarily reflect what League of Legends is as a game, right? It just has the characters and it develops the rich story that Riot has like decided to put behind all the characters that they love. But
It's not a
in
retelling.
sense, yeah, exactly. So I guess it depends, because if you were to tell me, I don't know, make a movie about Tekken and then you put the characters that we like and you make them do some stuff that has nothing to do with the games, then it could be really good and fun to watch, or it could be really bad. So
There
it's
was a
coin
Mortal
flip, I
Kombat
guess.
movie. Let's take a look real quick.
Yeah.
Mortal
Well,
Kombat.
they did make a Tekken movie.
Tomatoes.
It was an animated movie, but like they did make a Tekken movie. I'm pretty sure.
Ah, Mortal Kombat got a 55% on Rotten Tomatoes. Apparently the audience liked it, but maybe
55
it's
is like bad, right?
yeah, it's you think of it like out of 10. That's a 5.5 out of 10.
That's bad.
So yeah, they called it pretty mid, but the audience review is 8.5 out of 10. So I guess like the critics hated it, but the audience loved it. That's also like just another thing to think about is like professional movie goers are not going to have the same respect for the IP or franchise as the people that it's meant to like appeal to. And that's again, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is a really good example of that. I'm pretty sure the critics did not like it too much, but like everyone's like, "Oh my god, Five Nights at Freddy's!" Like references. That's just like the game, you know? So there's like different ways to go about it too from a Hollywood or producer standpoint.
I guess another thing is for games, there's some games that are more easy to translate into live action,
That's true.
but sometimes live action is really bad. So I don't know, but you can't expect everyone to have the budget to actually animate something with the characters.
I don't think I've
Uh,
ever liked live action anything though.
Yeah.
Like-
Okay. So yeah, live action is viewed as this terrible thing that should never happen. I think you hear live action, you're like, ugh. But I think it can be done right. Like for example, this is not a game; it's an old anime. It's called Yu Yu Hakusho, and it got a live action recently, between quotations. And I thought it was good. Like it was,
It was so
extraordinary.
good. Yeah.
Yes, it was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. The fight scenes were really good. I liked the way they portrayed the characters. It was fun. It was fun to watch. Is it the best thing ever? No, but it was good.
I feel like the less I know of a series and they make it into a adaptation, the more I like it, because I don't know what the original source was.
Right,
Oh, I
because
love
you'll
Yu
be
Yu Hakusho. I
subtly
watched all of it.
you'll be comparing it to the source material or something else that you already like have seen. Even if you try not to, you'll subconsciously compare like every scene, every character, the voice acting to the like actual actor. So that makes sense why it kind of scales with not knowing the original.
Yeah, I think as like a aside or like as a comparison,
Mhm.
you know, I haven't read Harry Potter, and I'm sure a lot of people haven't either. But in my opinion, the movie was great, right? The movie
Right.
series was great, but some argue that like it's not that great because a lot of things in the book are missing from the movies. So it really depends on like who's the one that's watching the series. But I think the overall like opinion of the Harry Potter movies are good because genuinely the movies are great as a standalone from the books. And to put that into perspective for game movies, I think if the movies are actually good, people will actually enjoy them, whether or not they're like similar to the game. But if you're going to make it as close as the game plot was, like similarly, then you should do it as accurate as possible. And if you don't do that, people are not gonna like it. Otherwise, just use a separate character or use like a separate movie character in the same universe that uses the same mechanics or things like that.
Yeah, I totally agree with that sentiment. You might as well just like make the movie. Yeah, you might as well just like make the movie itself separate from the entire series if it just because that's what they did with Arcade. But yeah, yeah, I agree.
So that it adds at the end of the day, not retelling. Yeah, not stuff you already know, because then you can give like a different perspective, like a new character, new cast even in the same world or whatever. That expands, you know, and I think that helps a lot of people, especially like the die-hard fans of said series, whatever it may be, being able to see it expanded upon in a different light. So I can see where you're coming from there too. That makes sense.
Yeah. there's also another movie like Monster Hunter.
Mhm.
You could totally use like the same monsters, but just different characters, and it'll still give the. I feel like it would still give like the same concept.
Mhm.
Like
I
people
think-
just want to see the big monsters.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Monster Hunter does have a story to follow in a sense. There's always like this big bad monster that's coming in to wreck everything. So I think it'll work in a movie format.
Yeah, one day. Hey, maybe the age of video game movies is upon us. In 10, 15 years, we might have like an entire arsenal of video game movies to watch. Because like I feel like this is a starting point because like there's been a quick turnaround in terms of quality and how much like video game movies have reached the public perception. I think that this is the best that it's ever been, and it's just the start. Because not only do we have like Mario and Sonic doing good in the past couple of years. Okay, now imagine a Super Smash Brothers movie. Maybe we're setting up for the next Avengers. Have you ever thought about that? Wait, hold up. Maybe Nintendo's cooking. Maybe we're gonna get a Metroid
Next
movie.
Avengers.
Maybe we're gonna. We already have Donkey Kong. We have Pokemon movies. Hold up. Yeah, we're gonna have the Avengers of Nintendo.
They're gonna do. Yeah, they're gonna do Super Smash Bros or something.
Yep, 100%. We're gonna get a Kirby movie. It's gonna go hard in 2029. Just wait, guys. This is gonna age so well. Trust.
If you guys could have a nice movie adaptation of any game, which game would it be?
Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper.
Yep.
That's an old one.
It is. It's good. There was going to be a Sly Cooper movie. There were really good trailers for it. It never got finished. I don't think they were satisfied with the script and it never got produced. But I'd love to see Sly Cooper. That's one of
What
my
about
favorite
you guys?
series.
Kuro, what about you?
Out of any game. I don't
He's
play
remembering
any
his
other
Flash games, bro.
I'm like going back in time and thinking of all the games I've played, and like, there's not many games.
Bro was like,
that-
yeah, I want a tower defense movie from Miniclip. Have you guys ever heard of Y8? There's a lot of good games on there. We could get some movies from there.
Bloons Tower Defense would go crazy
movie.
with the
Dude,
movie.
Balloons Tower Defense would actually go hard.
Dude,
The Angry
balloons
Birds movie
coming
wasn't
to
bad, was
invade
it?
And only monkeys can save you.
Yeah, it'd be like the Angry Birds
Holy.
movie. It's like an app turned into movie. I bet Balloons would do well. I'd watch it.
You know what I would? Do you guys know Infinity Blade?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, if that was a movie. Oh my god, it's like a. How do you even describe? It's like a Souls game on mobile.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that would go crazy. If you know,
Yeah, I
you
think that would be
know.
nice. What about you, Hikaru? What would you turn into a movie?
I don't know. Like I felt like Final Fantasy would do really well, but they already made Final Fantasy movies, and they were like, eh.
You don't want an IDV movie?
Do you think IDV would? I don't know if it would do well in the movie format. You know what? Yes, I would like an IDV movie.
Let's go. I mean,
Yeah,
they
that
had
would be really cool.
they had a stage play. I'd love to see like more media for IDV. The cinematics that they whipped out with the recent event back in November with the Hullabaloo, the Hullabaloo
Yeah,
crew.
the
That was
cinematics go
cool.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like the Bloody Queen skin. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. Now just imagine that in like I don't know, an hour 30, hour 40 minutes.
I guess for me, I have two games that I think would be interesting to see in a movie format.
Mhm.
The first one that I think should happen is Devil May Cry. I think a Devil May Cry movie
Mhm.
would be
Games that would go
really
hard.
good. Yeah.
Mhm.
And the second one, because I do enjoy horror movies, is a Dead Space movie.
Mm.
I think that'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm. I've always liked the story narrative of like Dead Space and Dead Space 2. I think it'd be pretty easy to transition that into a movie and
Yes,
make it like
it would
really
be.
interesting and really good. And that is going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Where can we find each of us? You can find me at tempomaou on all socials.
You can find me with corvuskuro on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter.
And I guess you might find me streaming from time to time on Twitch.
And you can find me on Twitch at Hikaru_kun or Hikaru VTuber on other places.
And we'll see you next time for another episode. Tell your friends and make sure to stop by for more topics and fun segments that you can engage with. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.